I never thought in a million years I would be saying this on this channel, but today we are going to be reacting to some Brittany Broski. She posted a little teaser for this with minimal information. It was just like, we're dropping this at midnight, but a lot of people thought that this was going to be like the kickstart of her music career. And this is something that we have been waiting on forever. She goose off a lot in her videos when she sings, but it's obvious that she does have a voice, a very good voice. So for years now, people have been pressing her to actually release music. And it seems that we've gotten that in a form of a cover. Before we get into it, I just want to say Brittany Broski is just a fascinating person. Not only is she incredibly talented and has so many abilities, but she's tackled this in a way that is unique. You know, influencer gone musician is not something new. In fact, that kind of seems to be the thing nowadays, but she does it in such well, I haven't listened to the music yet, but the way that she goes about her, like, internet stardom is very fascinating, because I feel like online people, influencers, they feel like they have to do one thing. Like, if you're funny, you have to be funny. If you're educational, you have to stay educational. Everyone feels like they have to have one personality trait and then stay within that. Like, even when they make music, you know, like these influencers who make music, it still kind of goes into that category of who they are, you know, like if they're silly, they're gonna make silly music. Like, it's just like an extension of that really one-dimensional online presence. But Brittany is different because she is willing to show different sides of her. And I think that, like, makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable, because not a lot of online people do that. I've seen so many people online comment like, you know, it's really weird that Brittany Broski is funny, but also really intelligent and really smart. Like, yeah, it's crazy that people can have more than one personality trait online. It's insane. It's almost as if humans, real people, are deeply complex people who can have multiple things going on at the same time. I know, that's a crazy concept. But yeah, I know I'm ranting a little bit, but it's really neat that Brittany is just like showing who she is. She doesn't feel like she just has to stay funny all the time. She does her comedy, she does it well, but she's also very much an intellectual. She's doing social commentary and history lessons on her podcast, and now it seems like she's doing music. And from what I see from like the teasers, this does not seem like she's doing it in a goofy way. It seems like this is an honest to God, you know, legitimate cover she's trying to do here. So we'll see how it goes. I'm at the premiere. Someone said this is going to be a fart history episode. I don't know. I'm looking at the thumbnail right now and it's stunning. Me when I'm Juna Birch. Gorgeous, stunning. For context, I haven't heard the song. I know that she released the song before the music video. I just waited for the music video. I have not heard the song, in case anybody gets that confused. Hands off the wheel, eyes closed. Let's get into it. Whoa! Okay. Drastically different so far. I feel like we're going into war. This is not a Harry Styles song. This is like, we're getting ready for battle. Do you hear those drums in there? Good God. Okay. Maybe controversial. I like this one better than the Harry Styles one. Oh! I feel like I need to get this out of the way. I'm not a huge Harry Styles fan. I like a couple of songs. Not a fan, just like in general. I know that sounds crazy. I'm not like other girls. A young Gen Z woman who's not into Harry Styles? Insane. Yeah, I don't know. I hated One Direction as a child. There was something about boy bands back in the day that I hated. But I'm indifferent to Harry Styles. She's killing it. It's giving Hosier. It's giving Hosier. With the way she sounds, you know, that like deep, powerful voice going on, you know, even the aesthetics that she's using, it's giving Hosier a little bit. And it's also giving, you know, just a tiny bit of Greta Van Fleet. You can see her inspirations, which is a sign of a good musician, okay? We are all just little Frankenstein babies of everyone we love and everyone who has come before us that we've listened to. And it's cool to see that she's like using that, you know, these artists that she's talked about for like ever. Now she's applying that to her own stuff. It's cool. And I really love that she's leaning into like this whole renaissance-y like queen look, because Brittany Broski's got a very unique beauty. You know what I mean? I think she's gorgeous. She has a very, like, old face. Like, not like old as in like old person, but like I feel like her face has not seen an iPhone. Like, it's a very, like, she could play in like a historical piece movie and just absolutely fit in. Like, you would look at her and be like, yeah, she probably lived during that time period. Me, however, no. This face has seen TikTok, it has seen Vine, it's seen an iPhone. Brittany Broski looks like Marie Antoinette. And so I'm glad that she's like leaning into her beauty. And it fits her perfectly. Well, isn't that neat? Just let me adore you like it's the only thing I'll ever do. See, you got like the big war drums in the back, and you got her voice, and she's just making it sound so like, I feel like the Harry Styles version, it's like, ooh, we're in love, like, let's just like go for it, and this is all like exciting, like, let's just fall in love, and it's all happy. The Brittany Broski version is like, this person is hurting me, like, I am yearning. This is like the yearning version of Adore You. This is like, this person is hurting me, this person is doing me bad, like, and I'm still yearning for him. Like, just let me love you, stop hurting me. It's such an insane take on this song. She got that stage presence too. That's something, you know, you gotta work on, because some people can sing but they don't have that, like, you know, stage presence about them. She's got it. I saw her getting that her little confidence and her little mannerisms there. All right, I see you, Brittany. Okay. Yeah, this is just the yearning hosier version of a pop song. The way the music falls out to really like emphasize her voice, incredible. Wow, what to say? That's coming from the Kabucha girl, who would have guessed? I'm glad to see that she took a cover, because I was a little disappointed to see that this was a cover and not an original song. Covers are so on the fence. Like, there's covers that are great, you know, satisfactory, but they're kind of just replications of the original song. But then there's covers that are kind of an original song in itself, because the artist has put so much change and so much of their style into it that it kind of feels like something different, which at times is hard to do, especially if you're not used to creating music and you haven't found yourself as an artist to apply that to a cover. But she nailed it. I feel like she made the song hers, and as I said before, I feel like she's changed the meaning. Like, it sounded so much more depressing. With Harry Styles, it's like, ooh, fun. Oh my god. Excuse you. But then, like, with this version, as I said, it's just like, this relationship is hurting, and she's just like yearning. And I love it. I love me a sad and depressing song. That's why I got 21 Pilots on my wall. You want ASMR? I'm hoping this just isn't like a one-time thing. I hope that this is something that she does. And I hope maybe one day she leans into like making original stuff. I think she can. You know, I'm sure it's easier to release a cover, you know, just with stuff that we're familiar with. But one day, I hope she gets into original stuff. I feel like this is setting up a thing, because this video is on a channel called Brittany Broski Music, which is new. I did see that she is now an artist on Spotify, so it absolutely sounds like she's setting up something. And I hope it goes somewhere. Okay, girl, you gotta cover that up. With the amount of influencers who start music careers, I feel like Brittany is one of the few that actually deserve to start a music career, because she's got it, and I enjoyed that. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to join the Groovy Graveyard. I talk about all things music, and sometimes, occasionally, a random convention or a Ren Fair. Shout out to my patrons. I will be posting the full song reaction over there. If that's what you want to check out, then go check it out, and I will see you in the next one.